Sports, news, smack, Rome. Only on CBS Sports Network.
Welcome back to Rome. My guest tonight is a three-time Pro Bowler. He won the NFL rushing title in 2009. I'm joined by Tennessee Titans running back Chris Johnson. Chris, good to have you on. How are you?
I'm glad to be on here. I'm doing very good.
All right, good. There's been a lot of talk already about how much time you're putting in, how hard you're hitting it. Are you working harder now than you have in the past?
I can say I've kind of been working the same. I've been working hard, work hard every year going in. You know, last year was just a couple of things that went on, me missing camp, the lockout, and a lot of different things, contract situation. I feel like those things are behind me, and I can just focus straight on football.
Yeah, that's a lot of different stuff right there. You got a lockout, you came in a little bit late, maybe not the kind of shape that you're normally in, a new coaching staff. I mean, did you ever feel exactly right? Did you ever feel like Chris Johnson last year at any point?
I can say once the season progressed, I was starting to feel myself a little, but it was a lot of different things. New coaches, new offense coordinator, new blocking scheme, new plays and things. So I done had a year under my belt with that and a whole offseason under my belt. So I feel like things will be totally different this year.
All right, so you've got your first complete offseason. Everything's where it's supposed to be. Is everybody now on the same page?
Yeah, I can say everybody on the same page. Been up in Nashville training real hard and going through OTAs and mini camps and filling my offensive line out, and they've been filling me out, and had a chance to work with Coach Palmer over this offseason. So I feel like everybody should click on the same page.
You know, you didn't have a typical Chris Johnson season last year for all the reasons you just mentioned. Did you start to hear the whispers? Did you hear people start to write you off? Did you get that sense that was happening?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have written me off so far. A lot of people have, and it was just a lot of situations. I came in a couple of days before the first game, and I still went over 1,000 yards, but that's not a CJ 2K year. So, you know, a lot of people going to write me off, but I feel like just like LeBron, a lot of people will be back on the bandwagon.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, people who wrote you off, you mean like knuckleheads in the media, people like me, or people you respect, people who matter? Did you get it from players? Did you get it from the coaches? Did you feel like the people that you respect were saying it?
I don't think the people that I really respect like that because they know the situation, but you could say a lot of media guys, a lot of fans and things, but I'm pretty sure they'll be back.
All right, so did it roll off your back, or are you coming in with a bit of a chip on your shoulder?
Of course, it gives you a chip on your shoulder when somebody is doubting you, but it's always good to have some kind of chip on your shoulder. A player like me coming in, being so successful so early in my career, it's kind of hard to still put stuff up there to reach for. So you always need things to make you have a chip on your shoulder to work even harder.
You know, you hit the 2,000 yards per season once already. Do you think you can do that again?
That's certainly a goal of mine. There's nobody in the league that have done rush for 2,000 yards. I want to be the first guy to do it twice, so that's certainly a goal of mine to do.
Hey, Chris, do you feel like you're trying to get back to a spot where you're the best back in the league, or do you feel like you still are the best back?
Oh, I feel like I'm still the best back in the league. Even when I went for 2,000 yards, my goal is to be the best player in the league, and I still want to be that. And I feel like in order for my team to make it to the playoffs or even make it to the Super Bowl, I'm going to have to be the best player in the league, best back in the league.
Yeah, you mentioned LeBron James. What did you think about what you saw in the NBA Finals? I mean, we're talking about a guy that, like, similar to you, he had a lot of success early on, and it seemed like it was so easy, and then he went through the trials and tribulations last year, had to grind through it, come out bigger, better, and stronger. What was your take on what he did and what he accomplished?
I really look up the way he did and what he accomplished because coming in, he did a lot of great things like myself. And then he ended up leaving Cleveland, going to Miami, and then win the championship. And he had a lot of haters out there, a lot of people saying he wasn't that good and things like that. And just see how he overcame that and came back this year and won the championship. It just shows how his hard work and dedication.
All right, talk to me for a minute about your quarterback situation. Matt Hasselbeck versus Jake Locker. Pretty interesting battle. Does somebody have an edge right now at this point?
No, I don't think anyone have an edge at this point because camp haven't started. But once camp started and we get through camp and see how both of them are progressing, then we should know.
You know, you've got Steve Hutchinson coming in. He's always been a great guard, one of the best in the NFL. What's he bring to the table, and how much of a difference do you think he'll make?
First of all, he brings a leader to the team. He's a veteran guy that we got out of free agency. And honestly, I haven't actually ever seen him play because he's an offensive lineman, but I know he blocked for Adrian Peterson. And what I hear about him, that he was nasty, good guy, open up holes. So hopefully we can open up a lot of holes this year.
All right, you got your first complete offseason. You're right there. You're set. Chris, nice to have you back on the show. I appreciate you making time for it. We'll do it again soon.
Sports, news, smack, Rome. Only on CBS Sports Network.